Yeah, I think it's definitely, you cannot disconnect the two, especially when the foreign minister, the UK foreign minister, says that it's a priority to pay the debt that they owe to Iran. I will say that I would also connect this to the nuclear talks in Vienna. We know that the release of Western dual citizens who have been arrested by Iran's Revolutionary Guard is a key issue. The U.S. said it's a non-starter. These two detainees we're talking about, you mentioned Nazanin Zaghari-Ratcliffe and also Anousheh Ashuri. She was arrested in 2019, suspected of espionage on behalf of Israel's Mossad. And so she was sentenced to 12 years, and she was also released. The lawyer of both these women announced that they're on their way to the airport, but until they land on UK soil, anything can change. But
how many more prisoners are there that hold dual citizenship, whether it's British or American, for example, that are held in Iran at the moment?
Right, so there are still 4 more Americans who are detained, and I think it's interesting that we're seeing the Brits released before the Americans. This is also a signal as to how Iran perceives its negotiations with the British that are at the table, whereas the US have to wait in another hotel in Vienna during these negotiations. And so this does show kind of a differentiated relationship. I will say regarding the 400 million pound debt, or $520 million, Iran is still under sanctions, so it's not really clear how that payment will be delivered to them. But I think if we want to look at this in a larger scheme of things, there's the debt on one side, there's the nuclear talks on the other, and I think this is a first step towards releasing perhaps other Western dual nationals that are being held by Iran for a few years now.